Hello and welcome back. Now at this time we already have our game working perfectly like this. Okay, we start. We have two numbers in here. We have answer, some answer. Okay, our game working perfectly if we answer correct or not correct or run out of time. We come back to our first interface. And first of all, I want to upgrade this game by show up our user score in here. We have two levels in here. First level is about your score, and the other level is the score of the user. Okay, to do that, I will have to leave the room in here and show up this. Okay, and now in here we will make some label to this and the other label to this. Okay, this label at the right side we have to relative to container and make the center, and we can make it your score. Okay, I can change the font to system bold 20, and the color I want to change it to orange. Okay, and for the other label in here, for example, I will change this to 15 score and change the font to system bold and 20 again. And here we change the color to the green color, and we already set our start button. It's horizontal is left. I can change center, and the vertical to center. So I think I will set it to this center to center and center. Okay, now we will have our interface like this. So let's run to see our first interface. Okay, we have your score in here. So we have to control this label, and this label we have to control two. Why? Because at the first time when we start our game, this score label and the score here is does not show up. Will not show up to the user interface. It's this interface this label only show up when the user plays this game and have some score. For example, we have some score different than 0. We have so at that time we will show up our score label in here. So we have to control this label. To do that, do you remember we have to open assistant editor in here, and at the right side in here interface, here we have to choose the interface controller. You can manually do this by to select in here. This interface controller.switch. Now if you want to control two label, you can call it in here. Now we can keep the control and drag it to here. We can call it I think this is I think I can call your score label. So score label in here, and this is our score label. Okay, so how can we control this? And here, when we start our game, we want two of this score label in here to hidden. So this is a function, override function when active. This function will call after awake function awake with context. Okay, it will call when our interface will show up. So I will put in here your score label set hidden. We can set it to true, and our score label we set it in true. Okay. Now run. and you can see two of our two labels does not show up. It will show up, and I want it will show up when our score is different than 0, and it show up our score in here. So we have to check our score in this interface to this interface. Okay, to do this we will come back to our game controller in here, and you can see this is our score, and because our score variable is inside of class in here, so we only control to access the score, to check the score inside of this class. If you want to check the score outside of this class, for example, to check the score inside interface controller in here, interface controller down here, so you have to put the score become to global variable. To do this, by cut in here and paste to here, we make a score variable outside of our game interface controller. Okay, and so our score become a global variable. So in here we can check the score when we win active. If our score here is equal to 0, it means that the user does not play our game, so we will hidden on the label. And if not, so the score is different than 0, so it means that the user plays the game and make some score. So in here we show up. First of all, we have to set up the score label in here become to the score of the user we make. Okay, so we have to score label. We set text become to score value in here, and after that we will show up our score label 4, and we will show us our score label in here. Okay, and once again I want to set the title of this button become to replay. It's not a start again. I want to set up the title of a start button. You can see in here when you right click, you can see it is a referring outlet is the start button. As you can see here, start button in here. Yeah. So we can set up the title, start button, set title. Now we can set it to replay. Okay, now rerun and check. We have start button in here and play 1, 1, 2, 2, 2. Okay, I make a wrong sign, so I have my score in here and replay again. 3, 2, 1, 1. Okay, but we have a little bug in here. Just score is 8. Here you can see although we have 0, but when we 2 and make the wrong sign here, our score increase. So we have to set up when our game controller in here, when our game start up as game interface controller, we have to reset the score. Okay, you can choose in here, you can choose win active in here. We have to reset our score to 0. Now run and check. We have 2, 1. Now we have 1 score. Replay again. 3, 1, 1, 1. Now we have 3. Okay, now score is already, and our game is working perfectly. So how far can you do that? Okay.